Hey everybody, and thank you for joining today's Walk-In Tubs webinar. Most of you likely found this webinar after researching walk-in tubs on ConsumerAffairs.com, so we thank you for trusting us as you navigate this big purchasing decision. Over the next few minutes, we'll walk you through every facet of the walk-in tub purchasing decision process, from benefits to cost to installation. But this webinar is about getting your questions answered. So go ahead right now, start submitting them under the Q&A button from your Zoom toolbar. If you don't see a Q&A button, it may be hidden under the More button, depending on your browser. A little bit about us first. Consumer Affairs exists to give consumers an advantage when they need it the most, matching consumers and brands together in hundreds of categories, including many senior-focused categories like medical alert devices, stair lifts, hearing aids, and of course, walk-in tubs. Our goal today is to help give you the information you need to make a more educated, informed decision as you continue down the path of researching walk-in tubs. Some quick introductions. My name is Ryan Glanzer. I'm the Director of Lifecycle Marketing here at Consumer Affairs, and I will be today's host and moderator. Also from Consumer Affairs is my colleague, General Manager Jay Butler, who works very closely with leading brands in the walk-in tubs category and has extensive knowledge on the topic. And joining me and Jay today is Anna Nardone. She has served as the sales manager at BOCA, one of the nation's leading walk-in tub manufacturers, for over 10 years. And she brings a wealth of expertise and experience on the topic of walk-in tubs to us today.
Thanks for having us.
Today we hope to answer this question. Is a walk-in tub right for you? If you answer yes to any of the following questions, it probably is, or you're on the right track. Are you planning to stay in your home long-term and age in place? Do you look at this tub as a long-term investment in safety and independence? Many seniors do. Walk-in tubs help achieve the goal of living at home long-term and avoiding a care facility by cutting down on falls and other bathroom accidents and injuries. Do you have the space to accommodate such a tub? Can your bathroom handle a walk-in tub as it's currently constructed, or is a remodel necessary? And of course, the big question on most consumers' minds is whether or not a walk-in tub is actually affordable. You've probably noticed many manufacturers won't give you a ballpark estimate without making an in-home appointment. We'll get to all of that very shortly. Before we get into it, anybody who's just joined us, another reminder to feel free to submit those questions under the Q&A button in your toolbar. It may be hidden under More. We'll get to as many as possible today. Before we get to those questions, we're going to tackle some of the broader topics, some of the more common questions. And to talk to us a lot more about the key features and benefits, I'm going to turn the floor over to Anna. Now, Anna, obviously, the big draw of walk-in tubs is the low entry step, but there's so much more than that. What else can walk-in tubs offer in the way of comfort and safety?
Yes. Nice to meet you guys all today. Again, I'm Anna with BOCA Walk-In Tubs. We are manufactured out of Georgia, Woodstock, Georgia to be exact, and we make our tub a little differently than some other tubs on the market. So, one prize feature for us on the walk-in tub is a 2-inch step-in height for the walk-in tub. So, if you're looking for a way to get into your tub or shower more easily, if you're having a hard time stepping in or out of that bathtub area, we can replace your existing tub or shower with a walk-in tub, providing you with a lower step in, adding safety to the bathroom and independence as well. So that is definitely something we hear a lot as far as when customers call, having difficulty getting in and out of that tub area. But we at BOCA, we do think about walk-in tubs in 3 ways. We think about the tubs as a safety product, also as an product that is going to provide therapy, and a product that is going to provide cleanliness to the user. So the low step in does add accessibility to the tub area for you, and getting in and out of that tub, we're going to make sure there are non-slip surfaces inside. So a non-slip floor and a non-slip seat to help keep you more safe inside of the bathtub. And we do a lot of grab bars in and around the tub area to provide as transition points in and out of the tub area. We generally place one inside of the tub as far as a grab bar inside the tub area. And we do a few grab bars above wall-mounted grab bars so that you have plenty of safety points to grab onto for stability. But outside of safety for the walk-in tub, a lot of customers do want to have therapy inside. So most customers do ask about having massage jets inside of the tub. We can do a couple different types of massage jets inside of the bathtub, and those massage jets will focus on the back, the legs, and the feet for the user. There are two different types of jets, and just to show you a little bit more accurately, the larger jet here in the center is a water jet. Smaller jet is going to be an air jet, and we do place both of those inside of the tub area for you. The air jets are going to provide more of a bubbling effect inside of the tub, which will reach all body surfaces to give you a lighter massage on the body and also to increase circulation. With that air jet system, you're going to get several levels of massage. You have a high, a medium, a pulse mode to choose from. Also on the water jet side, that's going to be more of a pinpoint massage. So when you do talk about water jets, a lot of customers will refer to them as whirlpool jets or hydrotherapy. Water jets, hydrotherapy, whirlpool jets, they are all the same in nature. They are going to protrude water out of that jet onto a pinpoint point on the body, which is going to give you a point-specific massage. They are directional inside of the tub, so you can specifically place those jets where you'd like to hit lower back pain. Maybe it is leg pain or foot pain that you may be having. Again, with the water jets, it is going to have a variable massage. We do give you a control that allows you to decrease the pressure in your back or even turn off your back jets to have just a leg and a foot massage. So everyone uses the tub differently, but with safety and therapy in mind, those are things that we can do for you. One other thing I do want to kind of call out here on the therapy side, it's a feature called microtherapy. You may hear it called microsoothe or microbubbles. That is another therapy we can do inside of the tub that focuses on your skin. So what you're going to do is sit in the tub, soak in a bath full of water like you normally would. But when you activate that microjet, it is going to disperse hundreds of thousands of microscopic bubbles into the water, which will clean your skin, exfoliate it, and hydrate it. And I always tell people kind of my personal experience. I have had an autoimmune disorder my entire life. And if you've got any kind of skin issues, psoriasis, eczema, things like that, it is really good therapy for your skin. So not only to keep you clean inside the bathtub, but to exfoliate and hydrate that skin if you have any issues like that, the walk-in tub can definitely help you with that as well. We do want to keep everything very accessible inside of the tub for homeowners. So with the walk-in tub, you are more in a seated position. There is a chair height seat inside, which is an ADA standard height of about 17.5 inches. That makes it very easy for you to get up and down from that seated position. Also, we're going to have the controls very easy for you to reach. They're right to the side of you from that seated position. Also, the faucet and drain is very accessible in front of you too. Outside of those easy reach controls, we do a quick fill and a quick drain. Most customers do want to know, how long am I going to have to sit in there and how long does it take to drain it out? So on average, our fill time is about 7 to 8 minutes on our most popular size. And to drain it out, it's going to be about a 2-minute drain time. So very quickly for you to be able to get in and out and have that bath you're looking for. And all of our tubs are factory tested here in Georgia. We are the manufacturer of our tub, so we make it, we stand behind it, we test every specific one of them. One neat thing about BOCA too is, as we're talking about these different features, the BOCA tub is made specifically for each customer. So it is personalized down to what you want to choose on your tub. If you're looking for a soaker style tub, you don't want therapy inside, you're just looking for a safety, easy way to get in and out, we can simplify that tub for you here in-house. But most commonly, customers are looking for that jet therapy. the skin therapy inside, which does give you a lot of benefits inside of the tub. So each one of ours, no matter what you order, is going to be made in about 2 to 4 weeks in our factory in Woodstock, Georgia. We're going to water and electrical test everything here, and then it gets shipped to you for install.
Oh, thanks so much for all that information, Anna.
No
Great
problem.
stuff. Jay, give you the floor. Is there anything you'd like to add on to what Anna said?
Um, Thanks, Anna. I mean, that was very comprehensive. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
I think the one thing I would highlight for everyone, so from our lens, we kind of we're able to view consumer experiences across a variety of brands and a variety of products. The one feature that I think Anna highlighted that you really want to consider having is the fast train system. So the fast train system is a critical system for even just for safety purposes. So if you're in that tub and you don't have the fast train system and something comes up, even if you have to enter the phone or go to the door, you're going to be sitting in there for several minutes, up to 10 minutes if it's not the fast train system isn't there for you. And I think the fast train system completely changes the entire dynamic of the tub itself. So if you are looking at other brands or kind of exploring and shopping, just make sure that you are considering the fast train system in a tub. And then I think Anna did a great job covering the various purposes of the walk-in tub. And so I think you want to ultimately customize it for what your purpose is. And what's so great about BOCA is that they actually are one of the most customizable brands in the space. So, if hydrotherapy is more of a need for you and the therapeutic need is the primary one, you could have hydrotherapy without some of the other features that maybe are focused on cleanliness. So really, you can kind of customize the tub for what your need is. So I think as you're going through this process with BOCA or any brand, really understand what your need is coming into the conversation, and then determine with that brand, with that partner, what features of the tub make the most sense for you.
All right, great. Thanks for that, Jay. See a lot of questions coming in. We have Jason here from BOCA who's been answering them live in the chat. Thanks for that, Jason. See if there's any here that are pertinent to this topic right now. One of the more interesting ones I saw come through here that I haven't thought about before was someone asked if the colors were customizable.
So we do a white and a cream color. Bone or biscuit is a lot of what the cream is called as well. White's the most popular. Cream would be our runner up. We have done color customization in the past. As our production increased, we kind of got away from that a little bit. But yes, it is doable. Everything is doable as far as when we manufacture it. We do try to be as reasonable as possible in those special situations. But have we made a red tub before? Yes, we have. We made a blue tub before. Yes, we have. We don't run that through our standard processes right now, but it is something that can be done.
Awesome. The next topic here that is, of course, on every.
Ryan,
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick, it looked like Jason was going to answer one of the questions live as well.
Yeah.
So the question was around the weight of the whole tub.
So I'm going to let Anna answer that question, but it's
Okay.
what is the weight of the whole tub? How safe is it adding a user weight in it?
Yes, so we have this question a lot. We deal with a lot of condo associations, HOAs. They all have these questions. Structural engineers, I mean, they all call with that same question. The tub does weigh differently depending on what tub size you get and what options you have on it. We have 7 sizes here at BOCA, even a 2-seater. So that has double the pumps, double the options. So it really does range on that. But on average, our standard size tub usually starts out around 150 to 200 pounds. And then you would be adding the water weight and the person's weight on top of that. But even with those factors considered, when we put them in condos or new builds, where structure and weight limits have been in question, it's always passed the test. So it is not a concern as far as when we have talked to structural engineers. It's going to be very similar to a regular bathtub full of water with a person inside. You're just in a seated position. position, so it does appear a little bit differently. That standard size tub that we're looking at here on the PowerPoint background, it can hold about 65 gallons without a person inside, but with a person inside, with the water displacement, it does hold about 45 gallons. And that's on average with about a person 150 pounds in there. So you're looking at starting around a 40-gallon water heater, with our larger tubs needing an 80-gallon to a tankless water heater. So the weight does get a little bit larger with the bigger tubs. But again, when we've run it past condo associations and structural engineers, it has been very similar to a regular tub being in there.
Okay, great. No, I think that answers that question perfectly. Thanks, Anna.
No problem.
The next topic that, of course, is on a lot of your minds, I'm sure, is cost of the tub. And if this were not a sizable investment, you may not be here today. So, Anna, could you speak more to entry-level costs, add-on costs, financing plans, discounts, things like that?
Of course. So, when you do look around for walk-in tubs, most companies are going to want to do an in-home appointment in order to price you accurately for a walk-in tub. But from BOCA, we can do an estimate simply over a phone call. We do have 7 tub sizes. We have 10 to 15 different features we can walk you through. And since we've been in business since 2008, we've seen a lot of bathrooms. So a lot of them are similar. So just by describing your bathroom, you may have a tub shower in there now or a walk-in shower that's in place. We can estimate what's needed for the materials. So we still will need photos and measurements from the home to confirm that quote. But our base model is going to start around $9,000 without the installation. And I will go into that briefly as well. We do manufacture it, so we do have installation teams. If you need us to install it, we can. If you want to use a contractor of your choice, you can do that as well. As the manufacturer, we do 100% parts warranty regardless. So without the install, we're usually starting around $9,000. That pricing can go up to around $20,000 if you're getting a two-seater tub with install with all the bells and whistles. So $9,000 to $20,000 would be a range that I would give you for that. But again, it is based on the 7 sizes, what features you need, and what materials are needed for the bathroom. But we can definitely do that over a quick phone call, virtual presentation. We can do in-home presentations as well to dial that cost in for you. Some of the add-ons, we do start our tubs as a soaker tub. So we do personalize it for each user. So you can start as simple as a non-slip surface tub with grab bars, low step in, and just leave it at that. If you do want to add on the jet therapy, skin therapy, heated seats, heated backs, we've got bidet jets for the seat, aromatherapy to place a scent or a smell into the tub area. We can do chromotherapy to add lights or LED lights to illuminate the color of the tub inside of the water. Overhead rainfall shower packages, wall surround systems to cover the walls, you name it. We can customize it just as much or as little as you want us to. But again, 9 to 20 is going to be where we are going to range, and just give us a phone call. We can definitely narrow that in for you guys. As far as financing, that is available. We do offer cash discounts. If you do need a financing plan, those are available. We can do 12 months no interest plans, anywhere from 5 to 15-year monthly plans. That's all available to you just through a quick application. It is not a hard pull on your account, so you can just cruise your options and see what would be a good option for you. Now, a lot of customers do come to us and ask about Medicare or insurance covering these tubs. We don't like to shy anyone away from asking that question. So we do refer you to your insurance company to figure out what kind of plan you have and what coverage is specific to you. Most of the time, we have not seen insurance cover the walk-in tubs, just to be honest and have that out on the table. But there have been customers who have come to us with Medicare waivers and things that they already have in place. So just as specific as the tub can be to you, the insurance is that specific to you. So definitely call, collect some quotes, submit that to your insurance and just see where that takes you as far as that journey goes. We do have other options outside of financing, though, to get you guys some help. A lot of people do try to work through the VA. If you have been in the military, the VA does a HISA grant and an SAH grant. Those are both for home improvements. Now, we do see them lean a little more towards the walk-in showers. Now, BOCA, even though we are tub specific as far as our manufacturing, we do offer walk-in showers as well. But if you do want to go through the VA, they will need 3 quotes. They will need your HISA or SAH application, and they'll need your doctor's notes. Same with the insurance. Submit that in, let them go through your application and see what kind of grant programs you are going to be covered with or given. For state aid, there are going to be some agencies out there you guys can tap into. We have tried to help homeowners across the nation look at agencies on aging. They are a state-specific agency. So agencies on aging in Georgia, agencies on aging in California. Google that, find your local office. They do have grants available for homeowners who are aging in place and want to update their home so that they can stay there and live more safely and independently. So agencies on aging is definitely a great place to look into. And then also, what is that last little guy on here? Tax deductions. So tax deductions, you can definitely look into that as well. Talk to your CPA. We always refer to you as far as that goes. Speak to your CPA on the tax deductions. But we have had customers use the walk-in tub as a one-time medical expense and list that on their taxes for a deduction that way. But also call us. We will help you if you just have questions or need a little help navigating who to call. We are definitely here to answer your questions and help guide you through that.
Well, thank you so much for that transparency on pricing, Anna. I think our viewers probably really appreciate that.
No problem.
Jay, what would you like to add?
I think cost is the biggest question that we see come through our site when it comes to people who are investigating and trying to research walk-in tub purchases. And as Anna mentioned, it ranges drastically, which is why it is very hard to give you a specific dollar amount for any individual walk-in tub installation. That's not just on the tub options, that includes installation. So installation itself can range wildly depending on the structure of your home, what's required in the work around the bathroom, whether there's piping that needs to be moved. So the installation process is one that can be somewhat dependent on your specific situation and can range drastically based on that. So that's why I think having an in-home evaluation done is a pretty important and helpful step in this research process. Anna, when you guys do in-home evaluations, is that a free option for a consumer, or is there a cost to the in-home evaluation?
Oh, it's free. It's totally free.
Okay.
So kind of
Great.
how our process looks is we do talk to the homeowner and answer their questions, give them some estimates. And then if they are interested in moving forward, that's when we would set that in-home appointment. A lot of times we'll send an installer by or one of our representatives to check out exactly what Jay said, what needs to be done in the bathroom to make this fit. As far as on the install side, BOCA does have a really nice design as far as an internal frame design. So we can get through smaller doorways and things of that nature. So if you think your walk-in tub won't fit, you've got a small bathroom, the toilet's really close to the tub area. I do understand those concerns, but there are a lot of things that we can do to still help you and work around those obstacles. But yes, when we go into the home, it is a free consultation. We will check out your water heater to make sure you have the capacity needed to fill the tub size you want. We'll check your electrical box to make sure you have space to run that electrical in. We're going to check your plumbing to make sure if it needs to be rearranged to make the accessibility of the tub around your toilet or vanity a better setup. We will relocate that for you. So there's a lot of things we will do specific in that home to make the install the best setup long-term for you. But just like Jay said, there are going to be some things we need to figure out when we get there. So we will give you an estimate. We will come to the home, do everything we need to do to validate that price for you.
Yeah, thanks, Anna. So BOCA is a great example of a brand that will give you a free in-home evaluation. And I think if you are researching a walk-in tub through any brand, if that isn't a free offer, that's not a brand you want to be looking at. So in general, you should always expect to have a free in-home evaluation and appointment set to understand what your specific situation is. And then in general, the cost is going to range pretty drastically based on the kind of tub and the installation required for it. But most of our customers that come through our website, we tend to see in the range of in a kind of ballpark you correctly, $9,000 is kind of the low end, but most customers are up towards that $20,000 mark, including installation, which is also why if that price range is too far outside of what you can afford, a walk-in shower, if appropriate for your situation, might be the right pivot in terms of what you can afford. But I also would encourage you to go and explore financing options. And so the first thing you should do is what Andy described, talk to the brand you're working with and see what financing they have to offer. Because in the case of BOCA, they have these year-long 0% interest type financing options that you may not be able to get elsewhere. That said, once you actually do review and understand the financing options through that partner, through that brand, it's also worth going and exploring financing options on your own. Is there a HELOC option or a home equity loan option that might be good for you? A reverse mortgage is something that we see customers take out in order to finance a walk-in tub. Or if your credit is great, it could be a low interest personal loan that you use for that purpose. So really explore your options when it comes to both the tub itself and your financing options available to you.
Just to speak on the walk-in tubs and the walk-in showers, like Jay said, we can simplify it down to make sure you still have accessibility to your tub or shower area. So a walk-in shower is a great way to lead into that safety. Our soaker models and our showers are kind of about equal as far as to start off there. But like Jay said, once you do add those options and install, you do get up in pricing there a little bit more above that 10,000 mark. Our most popular package, I would say, is our spa package with jet therapy, with the microtherapy installed, around 15,000 on average, depending on sales tax and all that stuff too. But and then as you add features, you would kind of add and remove features, you would get around that price range. But we can definitely help you out with either or.
Oh, perfect. That's a great segue into our next segment here. I jumped the gun a little bit on the slides, but we're talking about the installation of walk-in tubs a little bit. To go a little deeper on that topic, Anna, could you speak to who does this? How big of a mess might this make? Do you need to make plumbing or electrical upgrades first? And if so, who handles that? Could you walk us through a standard installation scenario once the homeowner has signed on the dotted line?
It does look like a big process. We are changing out a lot of things when we get to the home. But who handles installation? That can kind of go two ways with the BOCA tub. If you want to handle it on your own, you definitely can. We have people who are building homes. They're adding new additions into their home, and they have a contractor that they rely on, that they trust. So if you do want to use that contractor, you definitely can handle your own installation. We do have installation guides and videos to help walk you through that process. And you always do have the option to call our installers. So even if you want to install it yourself, we're not going to leave you out there on your own. You can call us if you have any questions, need some tips and tricks. We'll put you on the phone with one of our installers to help guide you through that. But most commonly, homeowners are looking for a tub with installation. They kind of want it all handled at once. And we can do that for you guys. We do have factory trained installers that would complete that process for you. It's usually 1 to 2 days in the home for a standard install. Now, if we're getting into permitting, that may take a little bit longer. That can kind of add some days to it. But as far as on average, if everything's lined up as needed, usually 1 to 2 days in the home to get it done for you. That is going to look like what an installation looks like is taking out your existing tub or shower. We will demo that out. We will relocate the plumbing inside of the floor. We're going to change the drain location, adjust where the supply lines are. Typically, homes have a 1/2 inch supply line. We're going to enlarge that to 3/4 to get you a faster flow into your walk-in tub, which means a faster fill time. There is going to need to be some electrical. If you do have jet therapy, skin therapy, heated seats and backs, that is all electrical items. So we will need power run to the tub area. If you want to choose a soaker, you would not have the electrical need, but most people do have the jet therapy on the tub. So no matter what you're looking at on a BOCA tub feature wise, everything does land under a 110 line on a 20 amp outlet, and that's installed under the seat side of the tub. Now, brands do vary, so definitely check that out as you're comparison shopping. Some tubs do require a little more electrical than what the BOCA tub does. But again, if you're doing our install process, we will handle relocating the plumbing, drain and supply lines, enlarging those lines, running the power into the tub area so that you have everything checked out. The old tub or shower will go away with the installer. They will clean up the job site for you. They will install everything that you have ordered, tub and accessory wise, and then we're going to teach you how to use it. So we'll do everything turnkey from start to finish, or we can do as much or as little in the install process as your contractor needs us to do. So I've definitely worked with new home builds where they have the plumbing in place and they have the electrical in place, and you may just need someone to come and set and hook everything up on the tub. We can simplify that installation down to what you need us to do specifically in the home. But 90% of the time we're going to be doing the whole thing: demo, plumbing, electrical, waste cleanup and removal, installing the tub and accessories, and teaching you how to do it in that 1 to 2 day time. Is it going to be much of a disruption? Most people do want to stay home during that time, so you may have to take some time off of work if you're working or have some things going on that week. Just plan around. Let us know what you have going on calendar-wise. We can help set those dates for some days that work for you best. But it's not really that much of a disruption as far as it is a quick install. You are able to use the tub in the next 24 hours after everything dries in place. But yeah, it's going to be a hopefully fairly quick and easy, painless install, and your bathroom's going to be very accessible, safe. You'll have therapy, a lot of benefits to look forward the next day.
Oh, thanks so much for that. Jay, did you have anything to add as far as installation?
No, I think the only thing I would add is if what Anna just described is what you should experience. And so if you are going through an appointment with another brand and you're trying to align on what you can expect for your experience, and it doesn't sound like what Anna just described, it's probably worth reconsidering and looking at other brands, because it really should take that amount of time. That's the amount of disruption you should experience, and they should walk away out of the house leaving you with a completely clean, fresh, new bathroom space, a new walk-in tub that they've showed you how to actually operate. And so if that's not the expectation set at the appointment, maybe consider other brands.
Okay, great. Yeah, great advice, Jay. We're going to jump into a few user questions. Some of you all submitted questions in advance, which we'll get to now. We've also answered quite a few in the live Q&A and the chat already. Jason, thanks again for helping out with that. One question here, Anna, that has come in. Does BOCA service all 50 states?
So we do ship nationwide. As far as the manufacturing side of us, we will drop ship nationwide to all 50 states. We do have dealers in certain areas, which we do let those dealers have some certain territories to be a local presence for you guys. But we do sell factory direct nationwide, correct? So if you do need any specific location questions answered, call us. We can let you know who's available in your area. If there is a dealer nearby, then we would connect you with that dealer. They can do the whole process just like we are describing here from the factory, and we work hand in hand with those guys to make sure that you're getting taken care of. So no matter what, we are here as the manufacturer to back up wherever you are, but call us and we can definitely connect you with someone nearby.
somebody out like my parents out in rural South Dakota, there would be somebody who could get to
So
them.
I was going to say the install network, we do have some traveling installers that may um, cover the state neighboring to them. So I do have one in South Dakota that's going to happen very soon here. And we've got a gentleman from the state over that's going to be right over there to do the full install for her. When there are some remote areas, we will let you know if we do have that coverage. A lot of times, if we can't supply the install in that area, we will still be able to supply you the tub at a great cost.
Okay, good to know. Some more questions here. Lenore asked, I also hear of walk-in showers. Aren't most showers already walk-in by default? I know you've talked a little bit about walk-in showers here, but maybe you can help explain what differentiates a standard shower from specifically a walk-in one.
Yeah, I kind of had the same question in my mind years ago too, and I thought, what's the difference really? But working in this industry, I have realized how difficult it can be for some customers to even get over a 4 or 5 inch step in height. So showers, usually with a curbed shower, like a tiled shower, you're usually looking at a 4 to 6 inch step in height. Can be, more or less than that, but some users do have difficulty stepping over that size curb. So when you're looking at a walk-in shower or a barrier-free shower or a handicap accessible shower, you're trying to get that step in height as low as possible. So for our showers, we do offer a 4 inch curved shower, which is going to be a step into shower, which is more of a replacement for or an upgrade for the home that you're looking for. But if you're having difficulty getting in and out, that's when we're going to a curbless entry, which is going to be more of a 3/4 to inch and a half entryway so that you could potentially get a wheelchair into the shower. So when we're talking about replacing walk-in showers and having a lower entry, it is so that you can age in place and have that accessibility over time. One neat thing that we do have on our showers is we can do a curbless shower, that lower step in 3/4 to inch and a half height, but also have a curved entry on top of it. So maybe you're not ready for that low walk-in shower yet. Maybe you aren't in a wheelchair, but that is a concern that you have long term. We can install a shower with a 4 inch normal height curb, which would be a great for resale value in the home. But if you need it, that curb is removable so that you do have a lower entryway to get in. So if there is a wheelchair or walker, you can still be able to have access to that shower to get clean and do everything you need to do independently. So although they do seem very similar, when we talk about a shower and a walk-in shower, it really comes down to your need, how your mobility is, and what you were looking for long term. So when you're looking at showers, they all do kind of look the same. So definitely just think about what your need is going to be, how your mobility is now versus what you think it may be in the future, and how low you think that step in may need to be to get you in and out long term. So the idea of all these products is to keep you in your home as long as possible. So the lower, the better.
The next question.
And I'll note really quickly, there are walk-in shower options in the market that have completely flat entryways. So that it is an option if that's what you need.
Oh yeah, there definitely is. My husband's a tile guy. He has made some 0 entry showers. They recess the floor some way or another in there, and it definitely is a true. There's no entry. You just roll right in there. So Jay's right. Those are great options too.
Our next question came from James. He asks about warranties. What might they cover and for how long?
Yeah. So the BOCA Walk-In Tub warranty is going to cover every part and component. It is a lifetime warranty. The only thing it is limited to is the original purchaser. So it does not transfer with the sale of the home. But as far as to you as the original purchaser, every part and component is covered for life. If you had a problem with your walk-in tub, the door, the seal, the hinge, the handle, any part of the walk-in tub itself, we will cover that for you for life. Not only that, but we do cover the faucets, the drains, the pumps, the motors, your pillows and cushions that come with it. Those are mostly for comfort, but our cushions are also a riser. So if you have a hard time getting up from the seated position, it gets you up a little bit easier. So we know every part and component of this tub is going to be something that benefits you or helps you in your bathroom space. So we do want that to be covered for life, and make sure you are able to use everything that you've purchased for as long as you need to. So it is a lifetime warranty, every part and component, entire tub, every pump and motor. We also cover service as well if you do purchase as a factory direct customer. If you are going through one of our dealers, the dealer will hold your service warranty for the walk-in tub. So either way, we've got you covered. If you need anything specifically, how a warranty would work. If you do have an issue with your tub, call our factory directly. You're not going through call centers or anything like that. You're speaking to us directly as the manufacturer. We're going to listen to the issue. A lot of times we can diagnose it over the phone just due to knowing kind of how the tub works. We can let you know what's causing those issues or what parts might need to be replaced. We would send those parts directly to your home at no charge. Ask that same installer to come by and do that service work for you. If you do purchase the tub only and do your own install, I just want to talk about that as well. Since we do allow you to do your own installation, if you do purchase the tub only as a drop ship, we would do a parts only warranty as you are supplying the labor for that side of the project. So that would be the only thing that varies if you do your own install. But other than that, we've got you covered head to toe on anything on the bathtub. And if we need to send someone out to figure out what's going on with the tub, we'll do that as well. So just call us if you're having issues. We will work with you to make sure we resolve anything that's needed.
Great. Sounds like a seamless experience. Jay, anything to add on warranties?
No, she covered them perfectly.
Awesome. Another one here. What if there's an emergency and I'm stuck in a tub full of water? Do I just have to open the door and get everything wet? Asks Bob. I don't know that that's even possible, right? With the pressure on the door.
Yeah, so with an outswing door, you would probably be able to open it a lot easier than an in-swing door. The idea of the in-swing door is when you have the tub full of water and you close the door from the inside, it's going to push that door against the seal, making a tighter seal. But if there is an emergency, like Jay had mentioned earlier, the quick drain is a great option for that in that concern. It's going to be about a 2-minute drain time for you to exit the tub. Now, in an emergency, we say do whatever you've got to do. It may get a little wetness outside of the tub area depending on where you're at in the draining process. But if you're in an emergency, you just need to do what you need to do to take care of yourself and worry about the mess later. If that is something that happens, let us know and we'll do everything we can to help you. But we do have 2 ways to drain the tub. We not only have our regular drain system, there's a control in the tub that you rotate to lift and lower the stopper at your feet. If you need to open it very quickly and want to drain it a little more fast, we do supply you with a pull chain. So you just pull the chain inside of the tub and it will remove the full stopper from the bottom of the tub, making it a bigger opening surface so it'll drain a little bit faster for you. So definitely, yes, quick drain does help in those instances, but if it is an emergency, take care of yourself first.
Yeah, that's good advice. Jay, anything else there?
No, that's why the quick drain is so important, because I mean, if it's truly an emergency, you're climbing over the side if you're not quick draining.
The last pre-submitted question, and this one would apply to myself too. Where can I go to sit in a walk-in tub to make sure that I fit in one? This
Yes.
reader Milton is 6'7" and wants to make sure he can get in one, fit in one.
Yep. So we do make different size tubs, and that's where visiting our factory may be a necessity for you if you do want to make sure that you are going to fit and you're comfortable inside the tub. We've had people fly in from different states. They drove into us just to sit in the walk-in tubs in person. We do have our showroom in Woodstock, Georgia. You can see our tubs here alongside competing brands. We tried to do the shopping for you so that in a one-stop shop you can see everything and just make the best choice that is for you and your family. But the different tub sizes is how we can customize the fit to that person's body a little bit better. Even from you in the home, we do have an email that we simply send over that with a tape measure, you can sit in your kitchen chair and figure out how tall the water is going to be, how wide your seat's going to be. So just sitting in your home, you can get an idea of what that tub's going to feel like around your body. But we have had people call us and they are either very tall or they do weigh a little bit more and they have a concern about, am I going to fit? With us being the manufacturer, we do have some ability to customize some things. We had a gentleman that was, I think, over 500 pounds, and he said, I just don't want to have any concerns about the tub structural wise. So we sprayed the tub twice as thick as what we normally do. As far as our tubs, the way we build them, we kind of made a term. If you can get in it, you can fit in it. There's no weight limits to it. Our tub does install directly on the subfloor of the home, just like a normal tub would. So it does disperse that weight a little bit better on the floor. But if you can fit in it, you can get in it. If you're comfortable, that's what we want to make sure. Visiting our factory can confirm that. If you want us to help you mock up some dimensions in the home, we can do that. I've even had people call me and say, hey, I weigh this much and I'm this tall. And I will go find someone and put them on our bathtub and take pictures of them and email it to the person just to kind of give them a better feel of what it's going to look like or feel like inside of that tub. So phone call, emailed options, visit us personally. We will do everything we can to make sure you feel comfortable in what you're purchasing and that you're gonna like that tub size.
And then one more that's a little bit related here. Ruth asks if the tub is deep enough for her to be immersed up to the neck, which I think you probably just answered that in the last one with the custom sizing. And
So, and I do want to talk about this a little bit too, because I know in a lot of the marketing shots for the walk-in tubs, it does show you kind of submerged in the tub to the neck level. It really depends on how tall you are, how big you are inside of the tub. We do have different tub sizes. We have some that are deeper than other tubs so that you can get a deeper soak. But the walk-in tubs are not going to be a hot tub. It is not something you are sinking down into. You are in that seated position so that you can safely get up and easily get up and always have accessibility in and out of that tub area. Again, how tall is the water going to come? It really depends on how big you are. An average for our 40-inch tub, our 40-inch tall tub, you're going to have about 17 and a half inches of water above the seat level of your tub. So again, if you want to contact us, we can email you how deep the water is above the chair level in our different size tubs, and you can just simply measure yourself in the home and let yourself know if that's going to work for you or not.
well, that sounds very relaxing, sitting in a tub up to my neck.
Yes.
You know,
Well, I will say I am a BOCA tub user. I do have one in my home. I know there is some stigma about age and when you need these tubs and disabilities and things like that. But the therapy that we can put inside of these tubs really does help people just relax, feel better. So I know the tubs are focused on the low step in and getting you in and out easily. And that's really a really good need for the tub. But if you are looking for therapy, if you have skin issues, if you have aches and pains, you may not need the low step in right now, but you know, we would like for you to use and enjoy the tub a lot longer before you actually need it or have to have it. So we are trying to just talk to homeowners and let them know. I mean, I'm in my late 30s, guys. I enjoy it. My husband has never taken a bath so much in his life since we've gotten the walk-in tub. He's in construction. He has a lot of aches and pains. He does tile. He's on the floor all the time. He can sit in that seated position, play with his phone, read a book, and he's getting therapy around his whole body. So it's just very accessible, easy to use. Definitely something I think people should consider earlier on in life.
Anna, I think that, I mean, that gets to almost the first point you made today, which was the kind of the purposes and the use cases for the walk-in tub and the reason why you're getting it. It's, there's mobility reasons, but there's also therapy reasons and cleanliness reasons. And so I think for each individual person, there are many reasons to get it. But if yours is more oriented towards therapy, it makes a lot of sense. You don't need to be immobile or need a certain cleanliness factor to benefit from the therapeutic features of the walk-in tub.
Yeah, we see a lot of different users for the tubs. I mean,
Yeah.
anything from, parents trying to take care of their disabled children in the home, husband and wives who've had knee replacements and hip replacements, and they can't submerge in water, but they can't get in and out of their existing tub or shower. I've had a gentleman that was in the military and he used to jump out of helicopters and he has a lot of leg pain. And he told me he took 4 baths a day just to soak his legs. So having that jet therapy to where he could just fill the tub to the seat, activate his water jets for his legs and feet. The tubs can be used in so many different ways. I think that is part of the research, something to look into is like you had mentioned, how am I going to use this tub? What am I going to benefit from? So definitely something to think about. Again, I know we all think about mobility and getting in and out and being safe, and that is the main reason, but there is a lot of therapy in there that can be great for anybody to benefit from.
Well, that was the last of our pre-submitted questions. It looks like we've got a couple more in the chat here, which haven't gone answered. Very briefly, could we talk about Clifford says he's in a wheelchair. Can he wheel into the walk-in tub?
So
And
there are walk-in tubs that are wheelchair accessible. BOCA unfortunately does not have that model out yet. There are going to be outswing doors on the market, which will expose the entire seat. With us manufacturing and having a lifetime warranty, we want to build something and stand behind it. We just have not made one yet that we feel comfortable standing behind for a lifetime. But there are tubs out there that do provide you that option. There is going to be, I believe Ellis has some, American Standard. There are different companies out there that do have those wheelchair accessible tubs. So when you're looking at it, it will be kind of more of an L-shaped door, which will expose the seat of the tub so that you can get your wheelchair up next to it, slide over and transfer in. One thing about BOCA, which I do, I have trained several salespeople within here, and I tell everyone, even if we can't help someone, let's make sure we get them the help they need. So even if we can't help you, call us. We will try to direct you towards someone who can help you. But yes, you would be needing to look for an outswing door in order to have the wheelchair transfer.
here's one last. I think we got time for one more question. Amanda has a really good one here. She spoke about. I believe Anna, you spoke about resale value earlier. She's wondering how installing a walk-in tub is affecting home market value right now.
We've talked to several different real estate agents and different people in that space, and it's kind of 50-50. It really depends on who's buying your home. If you are in a retirement community, of course, that might sell a little bit better than if you are in a little younger community. I will just say it this way. It does depend on who is going to purchase the home, age-wise, family-wise, what their needs are. But as the manufacturer, we get phone calls all the time. People move into houses and they have the walk-in tubs in them. We don't see them pulling them out a lot. They're usually calling, asking us how to use them, if there's, how to clean them, things like that. So just from the resale side, from the calls we get, we do see more people using them as they are moving into homes that have them. So I do think it is an advantage. It is like a mini hot tub for the inside of your house. So if someone does like baths, if they like the hot tub feel, massage therapy, that's going to be a plus for them. If they're shower people, it probably won't matter what's in there. They're just not going to use it. So it will depend on who you're selling it to, what community you're in, and also just what the people like who are moving in there.
And it looks like our last couple of questions are being answered by Jason. So I think we got 2 more things to get to here in this one. And don't forget, we did say we would give away a $100 gift card to one lucky attendee who joined us today. And I'm selecting randomly from the list, April Pawlowski. I will get with you after this via email to connect with your prize. So thank you so much for attending. And Anna, I'd love to just leave you the floor here if there's anything else you'd love to say about BOCA Walk-In Tubs to our viewers.
So, I mean, one thing I do want to just say at the end here, close is if you've been told that a walk-in tub won't fit, or if you think it won't fit, it's still worth a phone call. We do have a different design than the rest of the guys out there. We do have an internal structure. It still has a cage. It still has a structure. It's built inside of the walk-in tub, so we can get through a little smaller doorways and openings than some other tub companies can. So don't shy away. I had a guy call yesterday and he said, well, my toilet's so close to my tub area, there's just no way for you to get it in there. Well, we can pop a toilet and put it back in during the install process and make sure that that tub gets traded out for something more accessible if you need it. So, I would just encourage people to call and ask the questions that you need answered. Let us help you, and we will try to guide you in the best way possible.
And Jay, likewise, is there anything you'd like to leave our viewers with about consumer affairs?
So our objective at Consumer Affairs is really to help you find the best possible product for your specific needs. And so when you come through our site, we try to ask a lot of questions to understand what features may be relevant for you, what your home looks like. We try to understand which product to recommend, and then therefore which brand to recommend. I will say BOCA is consistently one of the top quality products in this space. So we were really grateful for Anna and her time today and her insights. I think we all probably learned a lot. And I thank you for your partnership as a Consumer Affairs brand partner.
We appreciate it very much. We love working with you guys.
Yeah, thanks again, Anna. Thanks again, Jay and Jason, all of you for joining us, and all the viewers too. We had a great turnout today, and I certainly hope that this has been valuable in everybody's research. And I wish you the best in your walk-in tub journey. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having us.
And
Thanks, everyone.
I'll make this
Thank you,
available
guys.
as a recording as well. If anybody'd like to refer back to it, we'll get that to you.
Perfect. Everyone have a great day.
All right, goodbye.